hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Queen Mimi Podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. We hope that everybody is doing good. Of course, as always, staying safe and taking care of yourself out there. Y'all know, keep your head up, keep moving. Y'all know how it already go. But our apologies, you guys. We have been absent for the past couple weeks. Y'all know we keep it real here on our show. Had to, get caught up on some things, pay some bills, straighten some things out, make the long story short, and, take a little break as well. As we all know, last month, May, was Mental Health Awareness Month. So we're going to kind of touch on that a little bit because we know we missed the last 2 weeks of that, personal reasons and business reasons. And, life happens. It always happens. It's never going to stop. But the beauty, the bright side, what we know, what we have learned, and what we know in Islam, find the bright side in everything. That's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches, always teach. And no matter what's going on, because it was crazy, we went through all this stuff during Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's every day. We all know people deal with mental issues, whether it's depression, suicide, anxiety, PTSD. We all deal with that every day. We still deal with it. People think since we, a sister captain and, we're a Muslim woman and we follow Islam, that we immune and that we not going to go through things and we don't feel things and experience life issues and, trials and tribulations. Wrong, because we do. And it's still something that we deal with because of, our upbringing. We just talked to our husband about this a few minutes ago before we jumped on here. Because of our upbringing, parents, relationships, past stuff, it messed us completely up. So now we on the cleanup mission, if you will, getting our life together. We don't want to use the word trying anymore because we're actually doing it. We hope that makes sense. And still in, the midst of all that, you still, go through things. And we always say, even before, like, you can't go around it, you can't go under it, over it, you might as well go through. That's one of the only ways you're really gonna heal. You're gonna have to acknowledge, like, okay, I messed up, I surrounded myself with the wrong people, I wasn't doing it like I thought I was. That's what many things we say to ourselves. We was the screw up. We messed up, made horrible, horrible decisions. And whether or not we knew going in, that's really irrelevant. We had to learn, had to bump our head. We don't know how many times, but eventually we was like, you know what? Enough is enough, and I'm just tired of this mess. You can't control people around you. You can't control your surroundings, certain things that happen in your life, but you can control number one. That's what we all have to remember. We can blame other people, and yeah, they more than likely was bogus. They more than likely was a fraud. They lied to you, used you. We know. We done been there. But our reactions, our responses, our thought process, everything could have been different. But it wasn't because we didn't know better. And because of all that, we fell into, mental health, depression, anxiety, like we just named, not feeling like we was good enough, smart enough, pretty enough, worthy enough, tall enough, short enough. We can go down the list. But we put all that in other people's control. And you know how fast that can happen and we really don't even realize it? You look up one day and you like, how the hell did I get here? I must have been lonely as a mug to mess with you or to allow you into my circle, allow you into my space. And I suffer because of it. Normally people that cause the suffering and, the pain and the heartache, they, normally go on with their life and it looks like everything is all good. But Remember, everybody's gonna get what's coming to them, especially when they done did you wrong and you've done nothing to them. But now, dealing with those issues is every day. People don't realize that it's more than just 1 month. People deal with this every day, contemplating whether or not they want to unalive themselves or, harm themselves or just isolate from the whole world. Maybe that might be the best option. That last one that we named, isolate yourself. Remove people out your life. We know people don't mean us no good. We know the people that surrounding us, certain people that don't. But we choose to keep them there out of love, family. Well, those my kids. I gotta live my life for my kids when they don't even call, see if you good, if you need anything. You give them your last, they don't. Relationships. We go hard. Whether you male or female, you go hard in relationships and you don't get the same reciprocation in return, then you looking like, what am I doing? And when you're around that person, just like we was, just like now, we're around our husband. You know what they are. You know their mannerisms. You know their pattern. You know they're not going to change. Or they're not going to change for you. See, people can change. They're capable of it. It's in all of us. But will we choose to activate it? Will we choose to wake up, reclaim our own, learn the truth of where we come from, and be a brand new person? A lot of us don't want to get rid of that old person. We still want to be half righteous, and yeah, we finna say it, half nigga. And then wonder why we still struggling and going through what we going through. You don't have to wonder. It's because you don't want to change. You don't want to get rid of them people. The definition of insanity is what, y'all? Repeating the same pattern over and over, and in our head, just like we did, we ain't said nothing to y'all, we ain't said to ourselves, and think that it's gonna wind up different. Now, anybody that know us real well, like anywhere in our life, make it make sense. That's one of the main things we always say. Just like our husband to say stuff, and just to see our face, we think it's like free comedy to him, and we ain't even mad. But just to see our face, because we were like, huh? Wait, hold up. What, repeat that again. We hear it the first time, but we just have to make sure we ain't tripping. You know what we saying? That we heard it correctly, because it's certain stuff he tell us, and we ain't gonna call nobody specific, but it's just certain stuff he tell us about family or friends or whatever, and we like, baby, that's not gonna make sense. And like we said, we ain't acting like we've been the smartest person in the world, but we had a little bit of a brain, what we said, and some common sense whatsoever. And like, okay, I didn't work out the first time when I did it. I need to try this the second time. Or it didn't work out the second time, I'm gonna try this the third time. Now, this just like relationships to us, or starting a business, or hell, even going to school. If it didn't work out the first time, leave it alone, try something different. You know what I'm saying? Just like we double dip relationships, we'll go back. Oh, they changed. Family. Oh, they changed. No. Like we said, people are capable of that only if they want to. Don't get us wrong. We believe anybody can change. We did it. Y'all heard a little bit of our background, but that was just the surface. We've been so dumb, blind, and deaf and stupid. Allah accept us. Anybody else can change. Our husband, with his record, and like we said, we're not competing at all, but we just saying, if Allah accept us, ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse. We know grown people, family, friends, whatever, still grown, relying on the system, relying on other people, looking for their approval, their blessing. Man, get out of here. We just told our husband, this is it. Yeah, we are a proud sister captain now. We are a proud Muslim woman. We married to a brother minister under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We are a follower of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom be praised forever, which will be Allah in the flesh. Yes, we are a whole different person now. Do we still have things we need to work out and change? Of course. Are we still doing stuff we ain't got no business? Of course. So that's why we say we don't judge. We're not the ultimate judge. Our job is not to judge anybody. Our hope is to just share our story, share where we are at this point in our life, and hope that it inspires somebody. We hope to teach and help somebody. That's what we want to do. We want to see our people make it. We really do. We know we probably be coming down hard, but we actually want to see, our people make it. Like really. And we know it's possible. Because we did. But oh man, Yakub, and do y'all research on him, did a number. We are so blind, deaf, and dumb and depressed, and then we get tricked into thinking that we're going to succeed and make it. All this is a setup. Everything is designed to keep us oppressed. So we don't find out the truth of the knowledge of who we really are. Then we're sitting around here feeling sorry for ourselves, feeling bad. I'm not good enough. I'm not doing this because the next person doing it. Stay in your lane. So what they doing? What they doing? Are they helping anybody? Or are they just pocketing money and benefiting themselves? You can get all the awards and have all these little so-called celebrities, artists, actors on your show all you want, but who's that helping? You. You can get all the awards and stuff that you want. Who you helping? You. That benefits nobody but you. Just like we've been on a couple networks. Then help. Learned a few little tidbits here and there. Don't get us wrong, but all this stuff we saw in like ads on different social media. So our thinking is we was gonna come across it eventually anyway. So we didn't really learn nothing we didn't already know. We didn't grow. We didn't evolve. Why we stay attached to that? So we just say all that to say a lot of people we was linked up with professional, personal, relationship, family, it benefited them. Because the damn sure ain't benefit us. We just keeping it real. It didn't. And you have to get to a point where you're gonna change that. Stop relying on other people. Everybody is out for themselves. Real talk. And you gotta have the right people around you. First off, number one, love yourself, and you'll get to where you need to be. Get from around all that negativity, all that hate, and that nonsense. We rely so much on this crap from other people. Like we can't function or breathe or do anything unless they love us or like us. We used to be like that. That's so weak. These same people that don't have their life together ain't doing what they supposed to be doing, not helping nobody. We relying on them to accept us. We're relying on them to love us when they can't even love or accept themselves. Support, grow. Ain't even about healing, because people know what they do. We can play the role and be dumb all we want. We knew what we was doing when we was being evil. Sitting here depressed, sad over somebody that can't provide or can't even be faithful or can't even put us at least in the top 5 on their list. We can go down a list of times we just been pushed to the side. Anybody that know us, once again, we talk direct. It may sound like we coming down on you, but it's really, out of love and concern. Because if we didn't care, we wouldn't say nothing. Just do you. We don't care if we're your wife, sister, mom, whatever. And we ain't had to fall back from a lot of them areas. Like we said before on our show, a lot of people we used to deal with, we don't anymore because it was just negativity. Having to keep explaining ourselves, improve ourselves, and all that. Be a good woman. I'm not claiming to ever be perfect. We are not. But trying to be a good woman, it still was never good enough. And then we wound up stuck like, what? Seriously? So past 2 years, we going on 4 years following Islam. January 2025, we 4 years since we started learning Islam. These past 4 years, we have learned so much. Cut people off. You didn't deserve that. Yeah, you messed up, you fell short, blah, blah, blah. Who hasn't? You didn't deserve that. The people around you showed us. And we pretty sure y'all know. They show you that they don't care. People can talk a good game, y'all. We know this already. But let their actions back up what the hell they're saying. If the actions ain't backing it up, remove yourself. Somebody cheat on you when they really cheating on their God. Lie to you, use you, exploit you, whatever. Our first instinct and our first reaction is to react. without thinking. Did it and got ourselves into a whole mess. And we like, you know what? Even our kids checked us a couple times, like, mommy. And one thing we can appreciate, they'll keep it real because we know they know we'll do the same thing with them. Like, mommy, you could have calmed that down. that's that's when we knew for real, okay, you done up. Like seriously. And whether or not we was in the right or wrong, honestly, that's really irrelevant. But we could have fell back on so many situations, y'all. It's crazy. We can actually look back on and laugh now, but going through it, it wasn't no laughing matter. So we finna say all this, y'all. We're gonna take our first little break. Look, we know mental health is observed, if you will, 1 month out the year. You know, we got suicide awareness, we got domestic violence, but people like ourselves, we ain't afraid to say it, deal with this every day. So number one, if you are going through that, you know somebody, it's okay to get some help, get some counseling or whatever, go to the right people. Don't just look up anybody. Find somebody you can really trust and talk to that ain't gonna go run their mouth or throw it back in your face. Find something constructive, you know, write music. If you anything like us, we love writing, we love producing and making our own beats because it comes from up here now. You know, find something constructive, you know, learn how to play an instrument. Y'all see our little guitar right there behind us. We're gonna get on that soon. And you know, just put your energy and focus on the things you can do. Because we always focus on what we can't do. You know, let's put your energy into that. Or, you know, find the positive in any situation. It's there. Believe it or not, we don't care how remote or how small it is, it's there and it can happen. But, you know, most importantly, you know, love yourself and, you know, just distance yourself from that negativity. You have the right to do that. And to the people that get upset with you, they just prove their point. Just like our husband just said, when everybody's against you and they trying to destroy you and stop you, that's how you know you're doing the right thing. The devil don't bother you while you in sin. We know all this. He's going to bother you while you're trying to get out of it and stay out of it. And send them exact same people that know you're trying to do righteous, um, change your life, do better, make better moves, smarter decisions. You got the balls to step out and be original while everybody else is falling in line doing the same thing over and over. Of course you won't get attacked. That's something we had to tell ourselves. We just told our husband, like, when we decided to accept Islam, we knew it was going to be a struggle and a battle, just like with everyday life. But one of the main things that keep us going, even dealing with, you know, our anxiety every now and then and stressing out, is we don't want to go back to being that angry, loud, hateful, spiteful little girl that we was. We don't. She was weak. She just settled. She just accepted any and everything that came her way and didn't. We could say we had a backbone, but it wasn't as strong. It's a lot stronger now. So that's why we're in the I don't care mentality anymore. Like, just forget everybody. If you ain't supporting us, you know, we don't care how small, loving us, whatever the case may be. You know what we're saying? We don't want you in our life. You don't deserve a spot. You just don't. We don't want you around us. You can't love us or accept us for who we are now. We don't need your approval. We don't. And a lot of people think, especially people we used to deal with, oh yeah, I got her. Oh, she mad. She ain't speaking no more. She ain't firing back. She ain't arguing. No, babe. You did not. We're the ones that won because we broke away, found better. And nobody is perfect, but we found better. We surrounded by better, and we remind ourselves every day we got necessities, you know, that we need. A roof over our head, somewhere to lay our head. We ain't on the streets. Uh, Cook, you know, take showers, brush our teeth, you know, simple things. You know, yeah, we order online, we retail shop like a everybody be like, I'm so sick of you ordering stuff. But yeah, we do, and yes, so we can feel good. You know, we do little things like our nails or whatever, and you know, Just make us feel good. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Pay your bills though. Make sure you paying them bills. Do that first. You got a little bread, then do what you need to do. And that's what we do. When we was younger, we did the opposite. We went shopping like we was balling, and then we couldn't pay none of our bills, and we were like, oh crap. Now I gotta say they're gonna give me more time, and blah blah blah. No. And this happens, as you get older. And it's all good, but you learn. And that's okay. You're never gonna stop learning, especially when you're in Muhammad School of Islam. You're never gonna stop learning. Life, period. You're never gonna stop learning. But one thing we can say is be willing, at least have an open heart and an open mind to learning. And you never know. Just like we tell ourselves, we can keep talking all day. Shut up sometimes and just listen. We can learn something. You can learn something. Our husband can learn something, kids, whoever. We're just going down the list. But you can't be a follower of Islam and, want to change your life, grow, elevate, as we throw that word around, and be weak. Once you do that, get rid of your past, that old version of you. Why would you want to be reminded of any pain, heartache, struggle, abuse? We try to delete that every day. Why? No. You got to get rid of that. If it made you stronger and it made you better, get rid of it. Would you want to go back to that? Just giving your body to random men you know don't deserve it. They didn't do nothing to earn it. They just looked good. You looked good. It was a wrap. Accepting your family's disrespect and ridicule because they're your blood. No. Family ain't got to be blood. Who said that? That's why we hung around our people for years. No. And we're not saying nothing bad about them. We're just saying that's why we did what we did. And no, you don't. Friends. If you're friends with somebody for 20 years or whatever, 10 years, however long, and you just giving and giving and giving, and they just taking and taking and taking, they are not your friend. They sleep with your man or your husband. They gossiping about you, talking about you. We don't care if it's one time. They are not your friend. Cut them off. Cut the family off. In that relationship that you know ain't no good. We was there, been there. If it don't feel good on the inside, sometimes we think like, okay, I'm just going through a little phase or whatever, I'll get over it. No, it's not a phase. You're feeling that for a reason. You're experiencing that for a reason. Don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess yourself. That's how we got into situations or, I'm going to go back because it was familiar, apologizing for stuff we should have never apologized for. And we loved them and we thought they loved us. No. People that love you, and like we said, we know nobody is perfect, but people that love you, they won't do a thing to harm you. Nobody's perfect. Don't get us wrong, but they're not going to do a thing to harm you. They're going to do everything to help you be better. As our husband says, be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be, better than you've ever been in your life, and help you. We don't care if it's helping make bread or opportunity or just sitting down talking. It's not always about money. But, surround yourself with them people. That's what you should have, in your life. And when you grow up a certain way, just like if you did anything like us, you don't really know better. You know what we're saying? You accept certain behaviors because that's what you saw with your parents. That's what we saw with our mom. We used to think for a while that arguing was normal. Nope, it ain't. That's toxic. Somebody wind up stressed out, drop dead, or you hate each other. We can go down the thing on this. And pretty sure husband can attest that. He said right here, it's not normal. And women, not saying men don't go through it, but we really speak more so towards the women. Well, women, we accept that because we feel like that's it. There's no other way out. And it is. We think this the best I'm gonna ever get. Ain't nobody gonna be better. I might as well just put up with it. Like you in some dang on country western song, your husband abusing you or something. I'm gonna just love him anyway. Now, like I said, we're not trying to judge nobody, but we have no clue how women stay in relationships for 10, 15 years, 20 years, married. Abuse, 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 abuse. At some point, we don't care what it is. You got to get sick and tired of being sick and tired and get tired of people mess. Separate yourself. Do that, please. Nobody deserves to keep going through that crap and healing and growing. You got to do that. It ain't for nobody else. It's for you. Everything you're doing in your life, help somebody. People out here going through stuff. We don't ever want to do that. When it's time for us to get some help or we done messed up or whatever, hey, no, feel sorry for me. Feel bad for me. Well, where was you when I was hurting about 5 months ago going through? Oh, yeah, well, I was... They didn't want to do it. Ex-Muhammad. That phrase that we always say, actions speak louder than words. Get out of here. People will show you how they feel about you. They can talk, like we said earlier, a good game all day, but they will show you how they feel about you, no matter what. Okay, y'all. So we through running our mouth. We're going to take a little break, play a little music for you guys, and we will be back on the Queen Mimi Podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. We will be back, y'all. All right, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. Okay, so like we said, you guys, when we first came in, we basically just catching up on Mental Health Awareness Month. You know, we was absent for a couple weeks. Like we said, long story short, for those that's just joining us, had to take care of some things, personal and professional. So y'all know how that goes. So like we said, we're gonna continue on where we left off. Um, ladies, we're gonna holler at the ladies. Okay, when you have a certain upbringing, just like with us, we're gonna go over ours real fast. Lost dad at a young age, child abuse, foster care, domestic violence, numerous relationships, 4 kids, homeless, slept on the streets, mental health, suicide, blah blah blah. Went through all that because our number one reason, can't say this enough, didn't know better. Watched our mom, thought arguing was normal, going at each other's throat was normal, physical fighting was normal, being stressed out was normal, and this is how messed up our upbringing had us. Like we said, we looking around, we remember, and just because of this topic, we remember looking around like every single time we chose to end or cut somebody off, we remember that exact moment we reached our breaking point. We remember the exact moment we realized they don't give not one damn about me. And that's what helped us really to break free. One of the things. And realizing, okay, we the ones that got to change our life. We sitting around here waiting for somebody else to change. And we was asked this question a couple of years ago by a friend we was dealing with at the time. It was a female. And she asked us that, why are you waiting for him to change? You the one need to make the change. And we sitting there like, damn, that was real deep. And that was some real talk. Why? Why were we? Because, foolishly in our head, we thinking they going to change. If we do X, Y, Z, or A, B, C, we thinking they going to actually change. They going to see our efforts, see the person that we were, the woman, wife, mother, whatever, daughter, sister. Like I said, we can go down the list. And, they'll change. But like we said, had to learn the hard way. People don't change unless they really want to change. And if they're not changing for you, you're not the one that they want in their life. That's a sad reality we had to realize, but it is unfortunately true. And then guess what? You're not the one for us. How that feel? Same way, same thing you do, same thought, same feeling, same process, can do the same thing. We're not worthy enough for you. You wasn't worthy enough for us. And we'll sit here and say the people we had kids with didn't deserve them. Have no respect for us, didn't love us, never did, wouldn't have done half the stuff they did. And people always, I had love for you. I used to have love for you. You never did. You don't talk about or talk down to the person that you love. And we allow this and it affects our mental. You don't go around and saying people's name that you love. If they didn't want to be with you no more, take that L, keep them moving. Obviously, you wasn't treating them, male or female, the way they wanted to be treated. That's why I want to deal with you. You out there being at home and keep cheating. What you think the person gonna do? They're gonna eventually stop wanting to deal with you. And then, side note, if you still want to be that, don't get in no relationship and get married. Don't destroy somebody else because of your insecurities and your weak, lower self. You want to go out there and sleep around, but be solo. We won't even recommend that, but we recommend that over you breaking somebody heart and cheating on them and your God. Just saying. And then when it happened to you, well, now all of a sudden you the victim. But sis, get out of our face with that. Missed us tremendously. Because what you can do, whether you male or female, baby, back us up. The other person can do too, correct? Mm-hmm. That's just an example. Like, say you meet somebody and they married, male or female. You start messing around with them. Why would you start messing around if they married? You was finna get to that. Oh no, I was just. We was finna get to that, sir. Um, what the hell? You start messing around with them, and they eventually leave their husband, wife, or whatever, and be with you. Then let's say you step out on them. Now they mad. But if this is how you got me, how'd you think you was gonna lose me? The whole point of saying that is people can dish out the hurt and the evil and the pain, but they so weak that they can't take it. Why would you want to be around people like that? Why would you want to be around people that they gossip about you, do everything, slander your name, whatever? Then when you go do it, all of a sudden they the victim. Weak, weak, manipulative, controlling, narcissists. And we all know what that means. Anybody don't want you around your family, your friends, doing good. You can't even work. They sit at your job in the parking lot. Who does that? Somebody that's already bogus and they doing something they ain't got no business doing. Or they did it in the past and now they want to straighten up. So now they feel like since I'm really in love, I'm gonna be hurt. Now, why is that exactly? Because you know you was wrong. Just saying. So we just say all of everything that we're saying is get it right. We put so much in, we cannot say it's enough. We put so much in other people. We just be like, we don't think about ourselves. We surround ourselves with so much hurt, pain, negativity, because that's all we was used to seeing. You grew up around that. You think it's normal. You don't know what real love is. It's a way of life. It's action. Anybody can sit here and say I love you. We can tell our husband I love you all day, but if we ain't, there when he need us, or he going through whatever, and we not there to, console him, or we out here messing around, or we not communicating or working or trying to help make ends meet when he falls short because he does the same thing for us. What good is us telling him that? Same thing. Flip that. If it was the same thing on our end, that's what we had to catch with relationships. A lot of people that messed up our mental because we put so much into them. We not sitting here think about what's gonna make Manima happy. What does she love to do? As long as we're being righteous, what do we want to do? There's nothing wrong with putting yourself first. Not bad. Third in our case. Third. But you are putting yourself above other people. So that's what we mean. But we put a lot of non-Elijah Muhammad before ourselves always. So that's why we say we know I, me, mine. We'll probably throw that in anyway when we're doing like a little scenario or whatever. But y'all pretty much get the point. We can't say this enough. We get so wrapped up in approval. We get so wrapped up in acceptance. Or if you want to start a business, you want to go back to school, you want to do music and model like we were doing. And we can still do that, but of course we gotta do it a different way now. And you go tell somebody. Say just hypothetically, we tell our husband. If he was the type of person that didn't want to support us, what's the first thing he probably say? Why you want to do that? You remember when you tried XYZ and that didn't work out? Well, man, so and so did that, it didn't work out for them. What they got to do with us? Did we get that correct, baby? Mm-hmm. What they got to do with us? Okay, they probably didn't try this angle. They probably didn't go this angle. Or they probably quit when it got hard. Or it got too hard. Right when you about to get your breakthrough, you quit. That makes no sense at all. But what do we know? We just us. But ladies, we have got to stop doing that. Whether we realize it or not, look at them warning signs. Check them red flags if it's in yourself or in somebody else. Because we all can be toxic. Ain't nobody immune from it. Check it around you. Check it within yourself. What's so dark in me? And why do I feel so sad or whatever? Look at your life. If you can look at your life and honestly say you happy, hey, do you. But if you anything like us or our husband or whatever, you look around and you ain't satisfied, it's up to you to change it. Don't wait on them. Half the time they ain't gonna care. You have to do what's gonna be best for you. You got one shot at it. Ain't no let me go back and do it over again. Or ooh, dang, I ain't get to do. Nope. Once you gone, it's a wrap. So do you really want to spend your life looking for approval? Sad, don't love yourself, looking for acceptance? Allowing people to shut you down or, degrade you because you want to have the balls do something different and they don't? Do you really want to try to take advice from unrighteous people? Just asking. The stuff we asked ourselves. That's why we don't surround ourselves with them people. Why was I even listening to y'all and you ain't even got your life straight? Why? Because we was weak and stupid. And we're sad about ourselves too. We were weak and stupid. Now, yeah, there we said we feel stronger than ever. More powerful, more fierce, no fear. Because whatever happens, it's going to happen. It's going to be in the Lord's will anyway, not ours. So we're going to follow them. Not finna follow no infidel or nobody ain't got their life right. I'm going to follow them. That's it. So like we said, you can accept it, or as Elijah Muhammad teach, you can believe it or leave it alone. Same thing with us. You can accept us, support us, or whatever, love us, or leave us alone. Either way, Allah's still the greatest and we still good. When you've been through real talk, everything that we've gone through, we listen to our husband's story too. You got to get to that point. You don't care no more. Just saying. It brings you so much peace. Y'all, if you haven't experienced it already, it brings you so much peace. You'll be able to sit at home for weeks, a month, and don't care. You can go out, birthday, whatever. Nobody even got to call you. You ain't even bothered. Sit at home for 24 hours, go to work, do whatever. Damn, nobody called and checked on me and everything. Cool. You don't want them kind of people anyway. Even if people check on you every blue moon, that's cool too. At least they checking on you. You know what I'm saying? At least they doing that. But, we get so caught up in all that. And, we accept so much unacceptable behavior we shouldn't be doing. Real talk. And we really don't have to. Because we believe and we've been programmed completely wrong that we're supposed to. And we're not. There is a such thing as constructive criticism, y'all. There is a such thing. You can talk to people without belittling them, letting them down, talking down to them, degrading them. But we accept so much. But it's time for us to wake up. Ladies, rise up, reclaim, put that crown back on your head, find out what the real definition of a queen is, and activate. Be different. So what they gonna talk? They talked about Esau, they talked about the messenger. A lot too. What makes you any different? What makes us any different? Nothing. Did we get that correct, baby? Nothing. Mm-hmm. Yep. Talked about our husband. People do it right now. To us. Y'all thinking you do know I'm finna go back and tell him what you said, right? It's called loyalty. We can talk all noise to him because he know we joking. He know when we serious. We clown with each other every day. But he already know. So, closing out, y'all. We got to wake up, ladies. Fellas, too. Well, we kind of leave that more so for our husband. But, we have to get from around the wrong people. Learn to love yourself, accept your flaws. We call ourselves a beautifully flawed mess. We don't know if we said that in front of our husband yet. But yeah, we do. And it is what it is. You can accept yourself. Can't nothing anybody say phase you. Right? Can't a damn thing anybody say phase. It's like our husband, when he say, baby, you be stressing out. Okay, yeah, we do. Baby, you an A-wife. Okay, what we gonna do now? But we can laugh though. When you get to that point, ladies, if y'all don't know, hit me up. First off, we're gonna get all your social media so you can do exactly that. First off, you can check out our show, Sunday Positivity Talk with Queen Mimi, this and every Sunday live at 8:30 a.m. Spreading positivity and motivation. Y'all can follow us on all our platforms, y'all. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the Queen Mimi Podcast. Follow us on there. You can check out our podcast on any podcast streaming platform. Link up with us on those: Anchor, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. You can check out some of our music on any music streaming platform. Once again, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Pandora, SoundCloud, and yes, we write all of our own music. We're going to put this back up there. Bam. Hit us up, ladies. Fellas, give you our husband's social media. You can go on any platform, Mikhail Muhammad, Military Camp Records. Hit him up if you have any questions. Ladies, hit us up. We got you. You can also go to our LinkedIn, Queen Mimi, our TikTok, Queen Mimi 85, Twitch, Queen Candy. We got to change that. We got to figure out how to change it on that platform. And on our Facebook, the Queen Candy Podcast. Follow us on any of them platforms. Y'all hit us up. We got you. Of course, we want to do business. Don't get us wrong, but we want to help as well. That's what we really want to do. When we talk about our past, we want to say this real fast. We don't sound like we're trying to dwell or, hold on or harbor anything, but it's to help you guys, help you ladies. You know what we're saying? We made it through. Like we said, a lot of grades, we can't say that enough. We made it through. We got accepted. You can too, sis. You can do it. That's what we really getting at. You can do this. They gonna talk about you. They'll be all right. You can do it, but you gotta be self-activated, self-motivated. We can give you the blueprint down to the T. But if you don't want to save your life or do better or be better than you have ever been in your life, we still here either way. But eventually, you'll get there. We did. It took us a while. We almost in our 40s. Shoot. Took what? Kid, teenage years, our young 20s, early 30s was screwing up like a mug. So it took us a minute. But hey, we here. So you guys can follow us on all the platforms we just named you guys. Go over there and check us out. And yeah. That's all we can say, man. There's a lot of the greatest because we're at a whole different level in our life, and now we want to help anybody that wants to be helped, do the same thing, and we really can't say that enough. But yeah, we believe in ourselves now. We love ourselves, all that. And we're going to keep moving forward, not backwards. I had enough of that out of here. Okay, y'all. So we are through. Running out mouth for today. About to get off of here. Chill for a little bit. Get out here and get some work done. And of course, we'll talk to you guys live Tuesday on our Queen Mimi radio show. Live at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And of course, we'll be back Thursday as well. 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time with our husband on Real Talking Real Topics. And y'all thought we was going in? Wait till you hear him. We actually still kind of get sugarcoating, if you will, but wait till you hear him, because he don't care. Which is partly why we matched up with each other. But that's neither here nor there. But y'all stay safe. Take care of yourself out there. Thank you to everyone for joining in, and we will talk to y'all next week.